It's the NFL on EA Sports, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Titans and the Bats, next on Madden NFL 23.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Tennessee Titans and the Austin Bats. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be met at about the 43. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan there on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Take a look at Deontay Johnson as this offense runs back out.
He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup there.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first.
2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On third down, Lawrence setting up the screen for Cook. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. They go play action now. Lawrence.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Room here to run.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Again, it's Pierce.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Dameon Pierce, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Michael Walker there to bring him down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Fourth down, here's Jackson.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Jackson.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Deontay Johnson,
his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. Oh, able to avoid him. A second juke. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. Dameon Pierce with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Jackson on first down. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson now. And it's caught. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson. In the final
seconds of the first half.
And the Bats will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time.
And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
58 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. They'll try and run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The 4th down run successful. Now they'll look to pay it off on first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Back to the line of scrimmage. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out of the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact that they went for it.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Damian Pierce with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans are back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Austin's offense ready to go again. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off of that. Back now in Austin. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From just shy of midfield, Jackson, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And a huge play that time. 45 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bats will add to their fourth quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. On first down, Lawrence to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On second down, Cook. They find some open field here. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. Give him 58 yards on the ground. Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Lawrence. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chase Claypool, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And he's got some space here. And touchdown! Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bats use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
So now the Titans down by 10. A little under a minute 50 remaining. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw there hauled in by Claypool. Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Lawrence. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Touchdown! Amari Cooper, 60 yards. And the Titans have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
Charles, normally when you see a group